So I know start that over. So I know the markets kind of feel like this. But we do need to keep in mind McAfee's prediction about Bitcoin. Let me show you what I mean. That's lower than I anticipated. But what is interesting, one of the reasons why I did want to share this is because, let's say you were buying the dip. Let's say you bought the Bitcoin dip, and you were very good at timing it. So there was one here. There was one here. Like, these would have been like nice opportunities to buy. Although this isn't financial advice, just my opinion. We're in that dip right now. Right now is actually that time, historically, that it's been time to buy the dip. I'm not saying that Bitcoin is going up from here, guaranteed, because we have no guarantees. But very interesting. We are quite low right now. Is it a triple bottom? Does a triple bottom even mean anything positive for future? Time will tell on that fact, on that matter. But despite McAfee's failing predictions so far, we do have some amazingly bullish news. China calls for lift on cryptocurrency ban after the Xi blockchain speech. So commentaries in both local and social media press claim that it's time for Beijing to readdress the ban that was applied in September of last year. The Chinese president gave a speech about cryptocurrencies and saying that they were a breakthrough technology. So whether that means they're actually going to lift the ban or not remains to be seen. I imagine eventually, I've always imagined eventually they would. There is a ton of people in China. How many people? 1.379 billion. So yes, a lift on a ban would be absolutely massive. Potentially one of the biggest news possible that cryptocurrency could have, other than the United States declaring that the new world reserve is cryptocurrency or something. Anyway, I have always thought it would be a matter of time before it came back, but it would be in a far more controlled way than it was before. They like to manage things a lot more than potentially other countries do. They want more control. Whether or not they can feel that they're comfortable enough, they have enough control over cryptocurrency to legalize it again or to slacken that ban a little bit remains to be seen, but I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. Looking at the market more specifically, the Eos Ico ends today. It has been 1 year. It has been $4 billion. It has been a crazy experiment that worked out very, very well. What does this mean for EOS token holders? It means get it sorted, okay? Don't waste time on this. Binance supports the token swaps. Exodus Wallet supports it. I'll leave some links to that below. But get your tokens sorted. The old tokens aren't going to be worth anything. Mainnet tokens are the ones that are going to be worth something. So while I did say that I didn't predict a massive spike for EOS now that the ICO is over and the mainnet's launching, I still stand by that. I don't predict it, but anything could happen. But what I will say is, at least now, EOS doesn't have a ton of extra coin hitting the market every day, because that's what was happening. It's stopped now. Moon? Probably not. People have also priced in the fact that that was going to happen as well, potentially. So, but yeah, I hold my EOS and I'm not selling right now. There are so-called experts saying that the Ethereum flippening, where Ethereum's market cap overtakes Bitcoin, is approaching. One of the reasons for that is the active number of addresses or wallets for Ethereum is now surpassing the number of active addresses for Bitcoin for the first time in history. As you can see by the chart, since April 2017, it has rocketed to over 30 million unique addresses. Whether or not that means flippening, no, not by itself, but it does show that there is a heck of a lot of adoption within the cryptocurrency community for Ethereum, and it's looking very, very healthy. Moving on to Iota, there's a company called DNB. Apparently, it's Norway's largest financial services group. They have announced a partnership in which they are going to explore the use cases of Tango. It would be nice if someone could figure out some uses for it. Actual uses, not, oh, theoretically this, theoretically that. Remember the ontology announcement that they were going to announce something? Well, they've announced it, and it's the application process for seed nodes is now open. In case you weren't aware, I didn't really get it, But seed nodes are nodes that some of the first nodes on the network, and that other people can connect to other seed nodes and expand the network from there. Very, very basic, potentially wrong explanation, but there you go. So why would you want to do that? Well, it does say here that participation will allow those users to receive an additional 1% ONT per year from the community incentives allocation. But there is a strict list of requirements, including holding at least 100,000 on T tokens. $700,000 worth of tokens. So there you go. Walton chain. Today, I think after a long and stringent process with Apple finally have their iOS wallet now available. In case you are going to download it and use it, start by sending a small amount. Make sure it gets there before you send the rest, just for safety. Arc also, same day, maybe they were all waiting for approval from Apple. They also have their iOS wallet now enabled. Same deal, send small amounts first. Looking at my bit, currently a rank 95 coin. It did peak and then come down quite a bit. They announced a partnership though. Their partnership is with smart tech innovator Ability Concept. They're a hardware sensor platform. They are based in Prague. Theta token. They have just announced that they are going to have a testnet launch this month. We are, of course, in the first of the month, and the source code is also going to be released on GitHub. This is why we have seen price appreciation. Fusion, very briefly, they have launched their testnet to seemingly uninterested people. IOTEX, very quickly got listed on Binance, that's why. Genesis Vision, over 15% gains today. They have announced that the official date of the Genesis market's release is June 7th, so not very far away. Electrify.asia have announced a massive partnership. They did go up 15% today and straight back down again. It's hard for coins to do too well in a continually sliding market. But they have partnered with Narada, which apparently is one of the largest energy storage providers in the world. I may not upload for the next couple days. The reason being that I am going on holiday. It's sort of like a pseudo holiday. So currently our house is being renovated. Not the whole house. The bathroom, which really needed it. So we'll be away for 2 weeks. I am going to set up a studio while I'm away, so I can still bring you daily updates. But yeah, might be away for a few days. Hope that's okay. See you soon.